this evening. Now I have the honor of inviting someone who is immensely busy. But like they say, it's not enough to be busy. The question is, what are you busy about? This gentleman has been busy with a non-stop series of worthwhile things. For example, he has been a state university topper, a gold medalist, receiver of scores of national level merit awards, has authored 2 inspiring books, is on the experts panel of the Gulf Countries Arbitration Council, Gulf champion of public speaking for 5 consecutive years, and the list of his achievements is long, just too long. Allow me to invite our keynote speaker, the Chartered and Cost Accountant, MBA, FCMA, Bachelor of Law, Bachelor of Commerce, in short, a cerebral sizzler, the Director, Corporate Services of the Sarens Nass Group, Mr. Hemant Joshi.
Thank you, Madhvi, for those very generous, bountiful, and munificent words of introduction. Your words were like a piece of music to my ears. I wish you had continued for some more time. Why did you stop? The chairman of Nass Group, Mr. Abdullah Nass, the chairman of the Sarens Group, Mr. Ludo Sarens, managing director of Abdullah Nass Group, Mr. Samir Nass, managing director of Sarens Nass, Mr. Sami Nass, Mr. Ghazi Nass, other members of the Nass family, most distinguished invitees, ladies, gentlemen, and my dear friends. I'm immensely delighted to be in the midst of such an illustrious and eminent group of people. It's not very often that we have such stars of the galaxy all under one roof. You're all here to witness a very momentous and significant corporate event in the history of Bahrain. We are all overwhelmed by your presence. Thank you very much for finding time out of your precious schedules and be here to grace the occasion. 10 years ago, a few individuals dared to dream. They made a promise and they undertook a mission. Today is a celebration of realization of that dream, fulfillment of that promise, and accomplishment of that mission. It is also a celebration, a tribute to those who dared to dream and followed their dream with their dogged determination, guts, grit, and gumption. It's a celebration of 10 years of impeccable service, impeccable professional service to all our clients and customers, whose interest we have always kept as paramount. We have followed our vision and passion with obsessive penchant and given clinical perfection for highest safety standards. An event such as this, a silver jubilee or a 10-year jubilee or a golden jubilee, these are all chronological events in the history of an individual or a corporation. The questions to be asked is, what have you achieved? What difference you have made? Have you been able to transcend the commercial aspects of making profits and gone beyond that? Have you been able to impact the lives of your employees in a meaningful manner? Have you contributed to society and done your bit on the corporate social responsibility? And most importantly, have you provided leadership based on principles, honesty, and integrity? As we complete our 10 years of Sarens Nass here in Bahrain, and as we introspect, the answers to all these questions are in the affirmative. And that, according to me, is the single most justifiable reason for this celebration. A few years ago, we had a conference in Dubai, and it was called as Middle East Cranes Conference. It was a conference attended by professionals from all walks of life. We made a presentation on Sarens Nass. It was titled as Sarens Nass, a JV, 1 + 1 = 11. It was a 2-day event and there were almost 25 presentations. At the end of our presentation, we received a standing ovation. The conference was virtually known as Sarens Nass Conference. The responses which we received thereafter, the inquiries which we received were so inundating. Of course, they were so gratifying. We were asked as to how they could emulate a joint venture such as Sarens Nass. The reason for that is Sarens Nass is a joint venture which follows transparency in dealings. The joint venture partners have utmost transparency in whatever they do. We have therefore been able to establish a relationship of trust and mutual confidence. We have been able to explore our core strengths, which gives us the synergistic effect. We have been able to follow the win-win mentality and believe in the doctrine of absolute potentialities and enormous opportunities. And at the most important of all, we have provided principle-centered leadership, which is based on honesty, impeccable integrity, and the standards for which we all know about, which are the true principles of human behavior and the corporate culture. As we stand here today, I would like to make a very specific mention of 4 individuals without whom Sarens Nass would not have been what it is today. These 4 individuals, which I'm going to refer to, are the manifestation of absolute integrity. They are the personification of true leaders. Their vision to look into the future, the ability to take risks, and to be able to exploit the opportunities as they come is simply amazing. Their passion to lead and to succeed, the audacity of their hope, the never say die attitude has been something which is matchless. Ladies and gentlemen, I am just going to request you all, if it is not too inconvenient, to give a standing ovation to those 4 gentlemen without whom today Sarens Nass would not have been what it is. I just mentioned the names of these 4 outstanding and extraordinary individuals who have provided such dynamic Sarens Nass. Mr. Abdullah Nass, Mr. Ludo Sarens, Mr. Samir Nass, and Mr. Sami Nass. These are the 4 individuals without whom the Sarens Nass dream could not have been fulfilled. Ladies and gentlemen, I request you all to give a standing ovation to these wonderful personalities and give them a thunderous roaring applause. Thank you. I have seen in the toughest of the times, these people come out with so much of resilience. There is so much of energy and enthusiasm. I have seen Mr. Ludo Sarens, who globetrots, who goes from one end of the world to the other. When he comes for the meeting, he is as fresh as a lily from the garden. I wonder from where he gets his enthusiasm. Sami Nass, he knows no fear. He takes calculated risks. That's an understatement. If you ask him to jump into the ocean, he will go there smilingly and come out with fish in his hand. He is an absolute workaholic and an asset to the entire organization. Ladies and gentlemen, we complete our milestone here, and as we introspect, as we stand here with pride and also humility, we look into the future with even higher aims, the aims which we would like to achieve, the moments of glory and the successes, and at the same time we make ourselves a promise that we will speak that language of conviction as we go along. so that it resonates throughout the entire strata of the organization, and it helps us to discover the magic that is there within ourselves to achieve even more milestones. There is an unleashed hunger of excellence which is there within Sarens Nass at all the levels, from top to bottom. That hunger of excellence is waiting to be unleashed and create even more wonders. We demand for ourselves the best for ourselves and from ourselves, because we believe it's not naive to expect to be more successful. It's not a pipe dream to believe that we can surpass all our expectations and be a role model in the industry. It's not naive, it's not immature to expect. What is immature is to settle for anything less than what we truly deserve. Sarens Nass works with an empowering inner clarity which gives them the power to cross any hurdle which comes their way. You must have heard of the recent achievement by Sarens, wherein the Endeavour Space Shuttle was taken over from Los Angeles International Airport to the California Science Center, a spectacle which was witnessed by none other than the President of the United States, Mr. Barack Obama. For us, no goals are small. We would like to go ahead and climb the ladder of success. But having done that, we do not want to forget that we are a part of the society. We are a part of this particular universe, and it is important that we contribute ourselves in a way which is meaningful and which we can be proud of. We do not want power just for the sake of power. We do not want power just to be domineering over others. We do not want power just to manipulate or maneuver our businesses. But we want power such that it helps to inspire, it helps to create, and it helps to experience our lives, our corporate lives, in a totally different manner. And with these few words, I would like to just say, cheers for now, good luck for tomorrow, and success forever. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Joshi, for the fire, the flavor, and the fervor of your words.